morning. It's Pamela from Yorkshire in the north of England. It's a cold, not too wet, but windy day out there today. Just got the groceries coming this morning, nothing else happening. So here to talk about crochet, hashtag Crowember in particular. I've actually finished my wreath. So we've got, if I can just get it right, bear in mind this will hang to a door, so it's going to stay still. So I've got the holly and the ivy. I'm not going to sing to you, don't worry. The snow is falling. We've got snowflakes, and we've got the red robin goes bob bobbing along in the middle. I had no pattern in particular for doing this wreath. It was all, like I say, it was down to my own inspiration and imagination, which is why I ran out of ideas last year. But I'm really happy with what I've come up with this year. So it just goes to show, if you don't do it one year, it will come to you. So the holly and the ivy there are patterns from Happy Berry Crochet. I put links to those on the last 2 days, I think. I did this one. It was Stylecraft Special DK. I think the colour was Kelly Green. The berries are done in the King Cole Glitz, and I think the actual colour is something like cherry, but they do only one red, so I think they do anyway. They might have claret, but anyway, it's easily found. And the ivy leaves I did in Serdar Happy Cotton in Treetop. You can actually join them as a chain, but I wanted to put them on it randomly. I have actually sewn all these things onto the covered ring that I did, and it's worked out quite well. They've all gone on very well. The snowflake pattern I got from the King Cole Christmas Crochet book 5, the one that I said I was putting away, and then I found that it had the snowflake pattern inside. If I can just find it, I'll come to that in a moment. So I did those in the white ones are in the King Cole Glitz in Diamond White. The multicoloured ones are in King Cole Glitz in Christmas, as is the chained hanger. Just did a long chain, linked it with a slip stitch, and just fastened it through. I hung the robin into that as well, but I did stitch that a little bit there. I haven't done many stitches, but just a few, just to keep it there, just in case it decided to go, you know, a little crawling around the ring a little bit. So I think that covers it all. The robin is, like I say, it's based on a pattern by Crochet Nuts, which there's a tutorial on YouTube. I have modified it, and I've modified it again since then. I now incorporate the red breast into the actual first disc, so I don't even do a separate disc anymore. But there's nothing wrong with her pattern. Just copy her pattern, and like I say, if you want to play with it, play with it. So I think that covers everything. The ring was covered in some chunky yarn I had, which I think was Mariners, which are now out of business. So yeah, I think that it worked out okay. I'll take a picture when I get it up on the door, but that won't be yet. It'll be inside, not outside, but I'll show you that later. This one, I was going to put some mistletoe, which is another Happy Berry pattern, in the middle at the top, because I was thinking about putting another robin here, so you know, like a courting couple, because that's the, I don't know if you know this, but it's one of the few things that robins cared about. It's mating and violence. they like their own territory, so they fight anybody who comes on their own territory, and they like to mate, and that's about it. That's their lives, but they're cute, so we let them off. So yeah, that's that. But I didn't like the look of it, so I'm not bothering with that. I'll save that for another project some other time. It's a shame though, because I did actually make 2 lots of it, but anyway, we'll use them on some other project. So the pattern for the snowflake, like I say, is in the Christmas book number 5 from King Cole, and these are the snowflakes. I've just done some of the small snowflakes with it being a small wreath. Very easy pattern. I actually learnt it straight away, and that's not always the case with me. It sometimes takes a while to get in, but once it's in there it stays. But it was very easy to learn, was that pattern. And if I ever need it, they've got a nice big one as well there, another big snowflake, but I only wanted little ones round the edge on that one. So that's that. Now last night, I'm gonna call this a sulk, but it wasn't really a sulk. But I was gonna start the elf couple. I just said to Nick, I don't want to. So he said, well, don't do it then. I said, I've promised to do it. He said, well, do what you want to do. So he says, what do you want to do? I said, I want to do that little penguin that's in that magazine, you know, that I was showing you. This one. I said, I want to do that one. He says, we'll do that one. So I said, all right, then I will. So I've started that one. I've just started it late last night, and I've started with obviously the head and it's the eyes. Can I just say, she asks you to use floating yarn at the back for the colour changes. Looked a right car crash. When I did that, it looked awful. So I've took that back, and I'm doing the colour changes like I like to do them. So they're not perfect, but they're better than it was looking. It looked absolutely dreadful. I wish I took a picture actually to show you, because I'm not frightened of hiding mistakes. So I did something wrong with doing the floating strands at the back. I didn't like it. So don't think I'll ever try that again. I have 2 ways of doing colour changes. One is the obvious, just tying off as you go, you know, putting through a stitch with your 2 loops on, bring your new colour through, then tie off at the back. Or this one, which is carrying strands, and that one, it was DIY Fluffies that taught me how to do that one. So I like this method because it's very seamless. I mean, like I say, it doesn't look perfect because obviously it's my attention, but it looks a lot better than it would have done with the other way. So I'll stick with my 2 methods in future. Quite happy with that. So that's that. I'm on with this one. Like I say, I'm doing my challenge, my birthday challenge as well, that we're doing with Cassandra. So busy. I'm enjoying my amigurumi again though. Like I said last night, it wasn't a proper soul, but I'm like, I don't want to do it. And this is the thing, you see, because like this is the trouble with me and plans, because when I'm making the plan, I really want to do it, but then something else comes along, like this fella. No, want to do it. I've turned into a sulky teenager. Anyway, so I'm doing what I want to do, so I'm back to being happy Pamela again. So yeah, so anyways, so he's underway. I think he looks so cool, and I think I'm going to keep this one. This will be for me. I don't know why I like penguins this year, by the way. I mean, I love penguins anyway. I love all animals, but I've never had the urge to do so many penguins in my life, but I'm loving it. Anyway, have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you.